We ran a poll recently on Clear Truth, shameless plug by the way, asking people if they fasted regularly. And despite the fact that we are a fairly based conservative Christian website, which I'm guessing means that most of our readers are pretty devout Christians, well, 80% did not fast regularly. Could you imagine that with any other spiritual discipline amongst the most committed group of believers? What if 80% of us didn't pray regularly, read the word regularly, attend church regularly? Yet, this discipline is almost entirely overlooked by huge sections of the church in our day. And I would make the argument that we do that because we are spiritually weak, and we are weaker than our forefathers in the faith who did just this. One of the earliest Christian books, known as the Didache, instructed Christians, "But let not your fasts be with the hypocrites, for they fast on Mondays and Thursdays, but you should fast on Wednesdays and Fridays." And Tertullian wrote that centuries later, Christians were still doing this exact same thing. Monks here in Ireland, who re-evangelized the former Roman Empire when it collapsed, they embraced a thing called green martyrdom, which consisted of a hard regime of fasting. Luther called fasting fine outward training, and Calvin said it was necessary. Jonathan Edwards fasted for days before delivering his sermon Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God, and called fasting a part of Christian worship. And here's what St. Basil wrote about what fasting does. He said, "Fasting gives birth to the prophets and strengthens the powerful. Fasting makes lawgivers wise. Fasting is a good safeguard for the soul, a steadfast companion for the body, a weapon for the valiant, and a gymnasium for athletes." See, fasting builds spiritual strength. If you're a guy and you like to hit the gym, part of the reason why you like to do that is probably because you want to be ready for some hypothetical fight. I actually think that's a good thing. But the reality is, how many physical fights are you likely to get into in your lifetime as a good Christian? Hopefully, if you're wise, not too many, right? But you go to spiritual battle every single day. You're at war against the flesh and the devil and the spirit of the age, constantly, at all times, and these things are seeking to destroy not just your body, but your soul. Fasting is training for that and engaging in that fight, and so you should be spiritually strong and you should fast.